Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel, this DMTV Kenya. A lot has been said, a lot has happened, but the truth must be said. This is your host Dalmas, where I speak nothing but the truth about our nation's politics. Now we have witnessed something very powerful at the state funeral of Raila Amolo Odinga at Nyayo Stadium. A historic farewell where thousands of Kenyans and people from the whole world are gathered. Leaders assembled and Kenya honored a man who shaped its democracy. But there was one big question hanging in the air. Where was the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua? Is Rigathi Gachagua behind the killing of Raila Odinga? No. Raila Odinga died because of illness, but before Raila Odinga died, some opposition leaders used the absence of Raila Odinga to spread rumors that Raila Odinga is dead before he died. But there was one big question people have been asking, kwa nini Gachagua achaonekana? When all major opposition leaders attended, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Fred Matiang'i, even the former president Uhuru Kenyatta, Gachagua was missing. And that absence, ladies and gentlemen, was not an accident. It was political fear. Welcome to my channel. This is DMTV Kenya. If you are new here, kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Next time I do videos like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. For the returning subscribers, asanteni sana. You are the really reason why this channel is growing, and I thank you. Gachagua avoided Nyayo Stadium today for one main reason: the crowd. During the morning at Karen, when the news came that Raila Odinga had died, there was fight between the Raila Odinga supporters and supporters of opposition. There were shouts one time, Gachagua, and there were shouts that Ruto must go. Watu walikuwa wamekasirika wakati walisikia news kwamba Raila Odinga ameaga. Na hii serikali imetuchezea. Hivyo ndio watu walikuwa wanalia wakisema. Gachagua knew that if he dared to step at Nyayo Stadium today in front of Raila's loyal base, he would be bowed and he would be humiliated. That's why he skipped the state funeral. And that kind of humiliation on a national TV during a state funeral will destroy his 2027 dreams. Let us be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Gachagua has never respected Raila Odinga. He has called Raila Odinga names. He has mocked Asmio. He has dismissed Raila's legacy. Mzee wa vitendawili, mchawi, muganga, and funny. Those names today were not mentioned anywhere. They have praised Raila Odinga with nice name. So today, this crowd was not mourning only a leader. They were mourning their defender. They were mourning a man they called Baba, and they were not going to allow anyone perceived as an enemy to stand near Raila's coffin. Gachagua understood this. Better to stay away than to be chased away. At Nyayo Stadium today, we saw something symbolic. Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Fred Matiang'i, Jeremiah Kioni, Uhuru Kenyatta, Eugene Wamalwa, they were all calm, humble and respected. Lakini sasa kitu Wakenya wachafurahia, Kalonzo Musyoka mwenye amesimama na Raila kama running mate wake mara mbili, he was never recognized. Martha Karua never recognized. and the government is proud of this. Those leaders are not happy. They have cancelled their meetings elsewhere. They have come to mourn Raila Odinga. And as leaders who stood with Raila Odinga, leaders who have tested head life with Raila Odinga, wamepiwa matiagas na Raila, they could have been recognized. I want to say that these leaders were received with honor, not because of their positions, but because of their relationship with Raila Odinga na wananchi. Wakati walionekana wakiingia uwanjani, huwezi kuchukuliwa kama rafiki ya Raila kama umekuwa ukimtuzi. And this was not politically a rally. It was a state funeral, and yet politics was everywhere. By skipping Nyayo, I want to tell Gachagua that he has sent a message to Kenyans, but not the message he wanted. He wanted to avoid humiliation, but instead he proved something dangerous. Gachagua is now politically isolated. He's fighting Ruto. He's rejected by ODM supporters. Even Mount Kenya governors are silent. And those who cheered him once are no longer behind him. What made it worse for Gachagua was Uhuru Kenyatta's presence. When Uhuru entered Nyayo, the crowd stood. People clapped. Some even cried. Uhuru did not speak, but his presence spoke louder than any speech. Uhuru was accepted. Gachagua would have been rejected. What is the real political earthquake, ladies and gentlemen? Gachagua wants to be the Mount Kenya kingpin. He wants to challenge Ruto in 2027. But how can you become a national leader when you are afraid to stand among Kenyans? If you cannot honor Raila, how will Raila's people honor you? Gachagua's absence tells us three things. Number one, if he had public rejection, he has lost moral authority, and he's no longer national. He's now regional. Politics is not just speeches. Politics is timing. And Gachagua mistimed the moment. I want to end this conversation by saying that at Raila's state funeral today, Kenya did not look for power. Kenya looked for respect. Kalonzo was respected. Karua was respected. Uhuru was respected. But Gachagua was missing. Matiang'i was respected. And his chair was empty. And that empty chair for Gachagua spoke loudly. Ladies and gentlemen, do you believe Gachagua will survive politically after skipping Raila's funeral? Comment below, and Kenya must speak. Thank you and goodbye.